Well, we are following breaking news this morning. Police shot and killed a man outside of a North Texas Walmart. Today, the Dallas City Council is expected to finalize a big land deal that could add to the convention center expansion and shape the future of downtown.
Now, Teresa mentioned name recognition, and as she said, Gutierrez certainly has that here in South Texas. His state Senate district reaches 17 counties with multiple communities on the border, and his district as a whole is largely Hispanic, which is another group of voters he said he is confident he can reach. I spent months requesting and poring over the police policies for more than 20 departments in North Texas. And from city to city, the response to the report of a missing child can be very different. And what we've really seen develop in the past maybe 5 to 10 minutes is really those wind speeds picking up. I don't know if you can hear it or if you can see it out my window right now. The rain that's coming down is just blowing past us. At one point, we felt our vehicles shaking a little bit. We are moving into our second half hour of coverage here. If you are just now joining us, we are following a shooting situation in Dallas ISD at Wilmer Hutchins High School. We have learned through sources that one student has been shot and transported. We've also been told that a suspect is in custody.
It's been almost 3 years since 21 lives were lost after a gunman opened fire inside of Robb Elementary in Uvalde, Texas. It was one of the deadliest school shootings in U.S. history. And this morning, the city of Uvalde has reached a settlement with the families of those victims. One of the very first questions, most of the first questions coming out of the gate were questions about the Luka trade, which of course is unsurprising. And one of the questions that really stood out was whether or not he anticipated the level of outrage from the Mavs fan base about that trade. There are only 8 theaters in the United States that are showing Sinners in the best IMAX viewing experience. And one of those theaters is in North Texas. We're telling you what you need to know. I spent weeks going through the invoices those monitor teams submitted for their work, travel, and expenses to create those reports since they started in July of 2019. I found that in that nearly 5-year period, they have billed the state more than $66 million. That is more than $35,000 a day. His big campaign is that, saying a Colin Allred is not right for Texas, really standing on, we saw it in the debate, standing on the fact that he is the incumbent in this race, saying, look what I've done, look at the track record I have, look at who I've been. And on the other side of that, you've got Colin Allred saying, hey, it's time for something new. Right. Texas needs something new. He believes he's that something. So it's really this conversation, no matter really what the issue is, of I've been here, I've done this, I've been in Texas, and has this actually been working for you? That seems to be the conversation.
Just for me.
That there are now women who may have used that products that believe that they may have been dangerous.
Yes.
How do you feel about, just the conversation and questioning in the industry right now?
One thing that's important to notice here, Dia, is that Dallas ISD is one of the districts that this school year implemented another safety measure of having clear and mesh backpacks for all students. I think previously they had been doing it for the older students. They extended that through K through 12. So that safety, taking those steps to avoid days like this one.
Both of the scientific studies that found a potential link between uterine cancer cases and hair relaxers did consider how often women use those products as a risk factor.
What were some of the big surprises?
I think this was such a really personal project, and it was an interesting project because we worked on it here in Dallas, but we worked on it with our sister stations in Atlanta, in Memphis, Greensboro, North Carolina, Columbus, Ohio. And I think just the experience of getting to hear from different women, different ages, different experiences, talk about what hair means to them, what their experience is, women who are still relaxing their hair, women who are not.